Today, I want to review The Phantom Atlas, The Greatest Myths, Lies, and Blunders on Maps by Edward Brooke-Hitching. Now, this book I found in the library. I don't know if it's in print or not, but it's a book based on the fact that there are a bunch of things that were on maps in the past, mistakes, places that turned out not to be there. In some cases, they were on maps for centuries, and people didn't notice the mistake. In some cases, they didn't notice them until Google Maps appeared, and the Google satellite could correct all this. But it's got several pages on different ones. Here's one. Here's California is an island. That was on maps for a while. This is a really interesting one. The island of Antigua. It's a rectangular shaped island. So the story goes that when the Moors took over Spain, 7 bishops ran away to this island and established 7 cities. And this was on a map for centuries. People believe this place existed, and that was part of the Portuguese exploration efforts, is to try to find this island. And it's got a bunch of things like that. Not just the obvious ones like Atlantis. It's got a few pages on Atlantis. But it's also got, find it, Bermea, little island in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico that doesn't exist. At one point, international treaty declared that countries could control up to 200 miles from their coast, and Mexico wanted to claim this island so that they could have the oil drilling rights to that, to a bigger part of the floor of the Gulf of Mexico, but the island didn't exist. It's been on maps for centuries. So there's a bunch of stuff like this. So this is great food for fodder for your role-playing campaign, especially if it takes place on Earth. So I thought I would recommend this book.